Saints fans, light up the dome and welcome your New Orleans Saints!
With my partner, Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. Off we go from the Superdome. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They are led by their quarterback, the future Hall of Famer, Aaron Rodgers.
There's not many guys, Mike, in NFL history that while their career is still ongoing, they already are considered a no-brainer finding themselves in Canton one day. And this guy is certainly at the top of the list. Let's not forget, this is not some washed-up quarterback who can't let go of the past. He is still capable of playing at an all-pro level. If he continues to do so, any team he's on is going to be a Super Bowl contender.
They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. They run it once more with Jones. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Gonna lose a yard.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
It is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. Over the middle and take it in. He's got it. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Minnesota.
First down. A gain of 16 yards.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball. Give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On the give, it's Jones. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's 1st and goal.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Play action now with Rodgers. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Coverage excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Now a handoff. Jones. And he will get into the end zone. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Vikings. Vikings. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Reichard good with the extra point. And the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead.
Saints nothing.
Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. The return starts from the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense, and when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat.
And he'll take this to about the 28. Late Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle.
At the 28-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. The motion man is Nakua. On 2nd down, it's Dak. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
Demario Douglas, the intended target. And 3rd down coming up. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That's caught. It's the tight end connect. 17 yards on that connection. 1st down, New Orleans.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a...
Oh, and fortunately, a Saint was able to get on it quick, so they're going to keep the ball.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. It's the Vikings with the edge. More from New Orleans after this. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins. And they are facing a 2nd and long. That one taken in by Douglas. And they'll hold them to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Dak.
The pass on 3rd down. He was brought down by Javon Hargrave. A 4-yard loss. It's 4th down.
On fourth down, Saints' new punter for this season, Kai Kroger, set to kick it. Back deep for the Vikings, it's Miles Price. That's taken at about the 14. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
Some nose guards in the 3-4 defense, Mike, are just asked to take up space and eat up blockers. But not this guy. He defeats his blocker and makes the tackle. That's playing the nose guard at the next level.
Rodgers here on 2nd down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
So on 4th down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Saints offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he's able to fight through one tackle here and pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
2nd down, Prescott. He'll try to set up the screen to Estimate. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Prescott. Over the middle, that's Komet. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
Right side, complete to Nakua. And he's in! Puka Nakua! Touchdown, New Orleans.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
The
now,
kicker
the
on
extra
for
point.
the extra point.
His kick is good. The Saints will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Ty Felton now on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
3rd and 6. Rodgers. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not. Be taken down there. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Saints offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Prescott. Here's a screen set up to Williams. This one could be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
One final throw before the break. That's complete. Komet with the catch. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. A touchdown apiece, 7-7 the score as we begin half number 2. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Saints offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Now Prescott going to make the read and keep it himself. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
On 3rd down, Prescott taking off. He'll try to get there. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. 1st down, New Orleans.
At the 46-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Williams gets it from the pistol. Room to run inside the 40. And he'll be taken down. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Open man is the tight end, Stoll. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and the 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And that'll be a pickup of 3.
At the 20-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 6. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Go play action. It's Prescott to the left side. He's got Komet. And he's into the end zone. Cole Komet, touchdown Saints.
It just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the 2nd half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We've got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this 2nd half started. Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The kick is good. And the Saints will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Vikings 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Price now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers in trouble, and down he goes.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Rodgers. He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Here's a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. He's going to let one fly for Addison. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he's not going to get anything out of this when they force him laterally out of bounds. No gain on the return. Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Prescott. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So we are through 3. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. Prescott now has completed to Douglas. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Now Prescott. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end, Mike, kind of patrolling that center field safety position. But this time, he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
They'll throw again. Dak. Caught by Nakua on the out route. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up third down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Hey, we got to switch it up. We got to switch it up. We got to switch it up.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Vikings offense ready to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. In motion, Naylor. A 1st down throw from Rodgers. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
This one complete to Oliver. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It'll be interesting to see how they handle this situation. Do they try to slow play this and try to score without giving the ball back, or do they try to strike as quickly as possible? So first things first, they got to convert this 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage, it's Rodgers. That's caught, left side, it's complete. It'll be a pickup of 10. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
And the Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. A pickup there of 25 yards. 1st down, Minnesota.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll put Addison in motion. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Running is Jones. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 14
yards. A pickup of 14 as he takes it to the 14.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
Short pass caught by Oliver. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
It is 2nd down and 5. Jones. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. Looks like the Saints have come up with the football. They did.
And there is the backbreaker, Mike. The one thing you can't have late in the ball game is a turnover. You're already up against the wall. You know you need a late score here to come back from behind, and let's give credit to this defense. They know they were a stop away from victory, and after forcing that late turnover, it looks like they're going to seal this one.
The Saints offense headed back to take over once more. And this game not quite in hand yet. Still, all 3 timeouts left for the defense, so they can't just kneel this one out, but 1 first down will essentially end the game. The drive begins with a run by Williams. The defense coming hard, trying to force the safety. He's able to get it out, but to the 2 and no further. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. On the ground, it's S02. That's a second Charger timeout for Minnesota, and it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
It's a gain of 3.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
This is 3rd and 6. Back near his goal line, Prescott. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down.
Automatic first down.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. So this one, a win for the Saints. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play, and in the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Saints are winners, as we say so long from New Orleans.